What up, what up, what up?
Hey, Trev.
Hey, Alan. What's up, man? How's your
Oh, not
how's your
much.
place coming?
Uh, it's coming.
Yeah.
Gotta getting our fireplace put in a couple weeks. That'll be cool.
Nice, dude. Who's doing it?
Light Bright in Trenton.
That's who did mine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Now the Mason didn't do the they we had a different Mason come in, but they
Yeah,
did they did ours too.
that's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Cool,
We should
dude.
have started the process early because it's mid.
Winter.
Gonna be January before we get it in.
It'll be warm before you get to
Yeah,
use it.
yeah.
All right, let's give it another just a minute here, and because we usually about by 103, we have about everybody coming in. So, all right, guys, what's up, Marvin?
What's going on, Travis? I got my dad with me this time.
Hey, he there with you, or is he on here somewhere?
I'm
He's
on
in
here.
this. There he is.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Oh, cool. Hey, sir. What
Good,
what was
good.
your first name?
I'm the first Marvin. He's
Oh,
Marvin
okay,
second.
okay,
Yeah,
cool. Kind of a junior. Is it a junior? Are you a junior, Marvin, or is it just straight Marvin? Okay,
the
The
cool.
second.
second, actually. Yeah, Marvin the second.
Okay, cool. Just didn't want to ever say it wrong.
Early enough, not late enough yet.
Cool. What's up, Ron? Got the wood
Yeah,
background with me, man. So
earlier, probably 6:30 or 7.
Hey man, yeah, you can't get away from it over here.
yeah, nothing wrong with that. Hi, Miss Dawn. I always like your sweaters. I feel like you always got something cool like written on them and stuff.
Muted. Good. How are you?
We're darn good. Miss Ashley, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I heard from a little grapevine you might have something going on with somebody in here. So
Yeah,
congrats. Hope that
working
works
on it.
out.
We talked about it. It's in the works.
Damn damnable. Hope it's amazing for you. Mike, I know I owe you a prom note scenario on that, so haven't forgot about you.
Yeah, I already kind of typed one up, so definitely want you to review that, see what you think about it.
By all means. By all
All
means.
right.
Beautiful. What's up, Spence?
Trav.
What's up, dude? I'm literally, my computer is on a shoebox. I am 0 for 5 on new basketball shoes this year. So I can't find a pair. What are you going to play in?
I don't even know what I have. They were like on the clearance rack at Academy.
Well, mine are
I'm not
just,
worried about
mine,
it.
mine are old, man. And so like I gotta get some new sneaks. And I think
I
I'm
blew
just,
out this. I blew out the sides of my last ones, so I had to get them like kind of quick. So I just went and this pair. They might be Under Armour's. I don't even know what they are, but they were my size and not that expensive. I was like, cool.
yeah, I think I'm just hoping that like they change my game. So, uh, but I should just go to I know where I belong. So, all right, cool. Mr. Andy, Jeff, cool guys. All
Hey,
right.
Trav.
Hey, Andy. Cool. All right. I know y'all got some deals, so let's go into some stuff. And then so tonight, guys, I always try to set a little bit of an agenda, but tonight, I really want to. We've dove into the marketing. You guys are getting deals, so some of you are actively already getting deals. Josh, I know we're diving into yours first. Marvin might have one that he needs to go through. I know Mike has a deal, and so anyway, guys, always take it in the best light, right? Like don't worry. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of you start at the same time. Don't feel like, oh, I'm behind. Okay, because somebody else in here, okay? You are all walking your own path. Okay. Use it to drive you, okay, if you feel that way. Don't let it negatively affect you. Okay, like this is a peer group. Like this is, and I've brought up Christianity with probably about every one of you. And so, from brother to sister type of thing, we're supposed to support each other, right? So just don't let it negatively affect you. Only let it positively. So I know like the human side of it is like, crap, I suck. I'm behind. What's wrong with me? There's a lot wrong with you. Just get used to that. But we will get you where you need to be. So Cool. I mean, we got some partners on here. It's pretty cool. All right, Josh, the floor is yours, dude. Please tee us up. So we'll go through some deals, guys. I know some of you other ones might have some deals you want to touch on. I just got a new deal yesterday. I haven't looked at it. And so if this ends up to where we go to the back end of this, I will jump in. Well, we're getting some of the platinum guys on here. It's kind of cool. Um, I will cover my deal at the end of it and see how it looks. So cool. What's up, Michael? Glad you joined, dude. All right, Josh, fire away, tee us up, man. Tell us a lot of stuff. So some of you watch my platinum calls and some of you guys hop on the platinum calls and some of you are platinum members, but and remember, platinum guys are just guys like doing, multiple deals and stuff. But um you'll see me on there. Like, I don't want to hear anything about their deal. Like, let's just go through their numbers and stuff and try to find holes. With you guys, I want to hear all about the deal and I want to hear about how you found it. Okay. Because that's what everybody in here is trying to do, is to find that next doggone deal. So go ahead, Josh.
So I'll tee it up with how I found it. So I've been trying to execute some of my marketing strategy that you had suggested to me. I kind of refined it. And this one is more of a driving for dollars type of find. So, but it's been overtime. So I've seen this house, for probably 2 years now, kind of sitting. And I've always kind of wondered about it, but never, I was kind of naive in starting this. So I had started my real estate gig before getting into this. So thinking that I needed 20% down on everything that I went and invested in. So I didn't think that this was even in reach. So I could tell that it was kind of a new build, but it had sat. Like the front porch wasn't on it. There's a lot of little things that haven't been done to it that it's just been sitting there for years. So I researched who owned it. I found out that Finally Home LLC owns it. And then they actually own a construction business. The construction business is out of West Frankfort, Illinois. So whenever I search them, they service Franklin, Hamilton, and Williamson counties. So I'm like, why are they way up here in Marion County with a home north of Odin? That kind of seemed like a burden to me. So I got curious enough that I got kind of like my hard money lender figured out that I was confident enough to say, like, on the phone, would you accept cash offers on your place as is? And the guy not only said yes, he gave me the door code over the phone. He said, go look at it whenever. The property was purchased in December of 2021 for $8,000. I went and got pictures. There's a lot of finishing touches that need to be done, but it is a new construction. I sent you some pictures. I don't know how to put those up here, or else I would.
Did you text them to me?
Yes, I did. I contacted, because I didn't know how to, on a new construction like that. There's not very much new construction in Odin, period. That might be the only house in Odin with a new construction. So the comparables were kind of rough. I contacted Caleb Lush, and he kind of went through a CMA with me on what we would think that this house would be ARV wise. And he told me, completed project, he would advertise it at 200. So that's what I'm kind of working off of, is an ARV of 200. And I have really no idea what to offer this guy. But he wants to sell it as is.
It's so close. So hold on. Okay. They bought it in 20. They've been working on this for 2 years.
Technically almost 4. They bought it in December of 2021.
Okay. Why is he stop? Dude, guys, what does this house look like? It's like 98% done.
There's some door handles missing, a few pieces of trim, and some fixtures he needs to put up. And a front porch, a few steps in back, and an apron on the garage, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you could even just do gravel.
This is a sweet house, man. This thing's only worth 200 grand. Isn't that crazy with where we
Uh,
live? Like,
That's kind of, I mean, in Odin, that like the closest comparable sale right now, a 3-2 at roughly 1,500 square foot is around 180. So like Caleb was even kind of being generous on the 200 side of this build here.
good job, dude. You're starting to sound, look at you, starting to sound like you know what you're doing. Uh,
No,
all
not
right. So they've been working for that long on that. That is this close. Okay. And so, goodness sakes, man, he could just list this home and somebody would buy it. It doesn't even look like it's far off from FHA financeable. Like,
I think you're a few steps off the front door from being FHA financeable.
yeah, I mean, this is a
And
really nice house, dude. That's a sick bathroom.
so, yeah, I mean, you got a curbless shower in there. It's kind of a trendy thing to do.
It's a 3-2.
It's a 3-2. I guessed it at roughly, I was counting cinder blocks and guessed it at roughly 1,500 square foot of living space.
Okay. All right. So, you know,
It's
it's
kind of a backwards way to look at this deal. I see it as a burden to this contractor that services counties way down south. I think he's buried in work, and can't get up here to finish it.
So, okay. All right, cool. So I'm gonna back up and I want you to do a little bit more teaching here in a few minutes, but all right, so what do we do with this deal? All right, so tell me about the conversation. So he's obviously mildly motivated. He's like, dude, just go take a look at it. Let me know what you think. Give me a number.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
So, I kind of, he didn't mention the door code until I said, would you consider a cash offer as is? Then he told me the garage door code and said, please go look at it and let me know what you think and get back to me.
Okay. Does he know you're an investor?
Yes, I told him that.
Okay, so he knows you're trying to profit off of the deal. Did you just talk to him or did you triage him with my script?
I tried to do the best I could.
Okay, totally cool, man. Totally cool. Good job, guys. Everybody hear that? Like you really, I know it's uncomfortable. That script work though, like you want now you don't need to be good on your first 50 phone calls, but like eventually you do need to be good at a certain point. And so like just try to use that thing because even if it's choppy, it still finds out the information we need, right? Because you probably told him, I'm going to guess, did you leave the part out of like, hey, this is what I do. I buy homes all over, Southern Illinois. Did you leave that part out?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you stinker, you would. And so this is what everybody does, guys. They always leave that doggone part out. And so, because did he tell you what he wanted for the property?
No, he did not.
Okay. So, guys, the reason why I'm using and calling Josh out, one, just to help him, but two, for all of you as well. And so the reason why we say that part is because we get a number out of him at that. Because in the triage script, it says, hey, I buy homes all over the Southeast. This is what it looks like, and we will pay for all of the repairs. I can pay cash, so I can close on your time frame. And, after all the repairs and mortgage and everything are taken care of, what are you hoping to walk away with? And we're really quiet. And it allows the guy to say, like, Josh, if you'll give me 160 grand, man, I'm out. Like, I'm out. I just want to be done with this stupid thing. But instead, we kind of left it hanging in the wind where now if Josh takes him a number and makes an offer, it allows the guy to get mad at him no matter what. And so, which is totally cool, dude. We're still going to do that. Okay. We're still going to take the guy number and he's still.
I guess what I was scared of was just trying to figure out the value. And I really just needed to talk to him to look at it to get a basic idea of how much it would be to put on a front porch and put it on an MLS.
You really want to, so yes, for sure. You really just want to get an idea of what they want. You can figure everything else out later because what they want is really our key factor. Because what if, like, for all you know, this guy might be like, hey, I have $98,000 in it. And I need a new front loader for my Bobcat. And if you'll give me an extra 10 grand for that, I'll let you have this house for $112,000. That's all I want for it. Just get me out of this stupid thing so I can quit carrying the interest on it and I can get back my 102 grand. for it because he probably put his own cash into it, is why it's going so slow. He's probably taking his money from his business, putting it in here, taking 4 years to build it for him.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, I'm trying to overemphasize the need in trying to get a number out of them in the future. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Cool, dude. So, if the home is worth 200 grand, you probably need to put in, I don't know, like $1,000. What do you need to put into this thing? Like,
You know, I mean, I know. Okay, so if the porch is going to span the full length, I don't know. I don't know how much to put into it. I don't know if you really need. I know the yard needs cleaned up a little bit, but there's
oh,
not.
I would probably for sure probably sell this as it is, Josh. Like it's too good, man. I would make it FHA financeable and I'd list it for
Okay.
sale. This looks beautiful. Like
Okay.
I doubt there's a ton of homes that are brand new in the area for sale.
There's none at all.
Yeah. So you're gonna have an extreme appeal and the monthly payment's gonna be 1,300 a month for a family. Like it's not gonna be bad for a family. And so you know, you probably can't even rent a home for that, let alone a brand new one on. Is this on like an acre or anything?
Almost a half acre.
Half acre? Okay.
Yeah, basically a half acre. Just surveyed recently.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's in a nice spot. So I wouldn't really put much into it. I don't think it would be needed. The appeal, the brand newness, you have no homes for sale, and like you could even discount it a little bit. And so anyway, this is all leading us towards like how do we make an offer on the property? And so remember, guys, you'll see this in the training over and over and over. I prefer not to make offers, but in the beginning, like this is what makes me like so proud of you guys. It's like you're just trying and you're screwing it all up because every time you do it, you get a little bit better on it. And that's the whole point here. It ain't to get the first one right, it's to get the 50th one right. And so if we can do it 50 times extremely quickly, then you're probably going to buy a house in that 1 in 50. But then after that, you're just going to become really good. And for those of you that experienced on the call, like you guys know that. And so, okay, dude, I would probably normally, so I would always say you buy a home at 70 cents on the dollar, right? So it's worth 200 grand times 0.7. Okay, so it's probably what, 140? Yeah. So it's 140,000 is where I would say you only buy homes. Now, I'm going to say something, and you all slightly need to forget it after I say this. When you have a home that you can simply relist on the MLS, we can pay up to 80% for them. Okay? Y'all need to forget that because I don't want you paying 80% for homes. But whenever you have a relist like this, and Josh has a private money lender that can just basically fund the deal for him, we can pay up to 80%. And so 200,000 times 0.8, 160 grand. If what Caleb is telling you is true, then man, like you'd be pretty comfortable at 160,000, and then you would just want to take off a little bit for any repair number you think you need to do.
Okay.
I don't know what FHA financeable steps you need though. Like I don't know if like wood steps work or if you can go buy a concrete cinder 2-step over at a factory and throw it out there for a couple $100. And everything else kind of looked like sweat equity on the inside. I wouldn't do a fridge. Did it have a stove though?
No, it did not.
Okay, so let's add 1,500 for appliances and let's add 1,000 for steps, so 2,500. So
Okay.
take that off of, wow, dude, that looks like quartzite too.
Yeah, it's I mean everything quality wise finish is not the cheapest. Except for that bathroom. The tub shower combo, that's one of the cheapest Delta ones you can put in.
You said it's a builder?
Yeah, it's a B&J construction out of West Frankfort, Illinois. So
I wonder
it's
if he's
about
building it with this product, like just leftover product.
I
building
can see.
it? This
Yeah.
is nice stuff. Like this all looks, I mean, I don't see that. Those cabinets, from what I can tell, you know, like we do a whole lot of different variations and levels of cabinets. Like those almost look like real wood, with that curvature they have. I'm guessing they're Formica, but like I don't know, that looks pretty nice. And it has crown molding on it. The toe kick is in. You have some good LVP there. The doors are extremely high quality. Um, you got levers instead of, is that levers or is it, it is handles, isn't it?
Yeah, it's handling.
Handles. Okay. This is a good looking deal, dude. So I would say you should be pretty comfortable anything between 155 and 160. But I would like you to give it a shot if you can of backtracking it and being like, hey man, like if I can bring you cash and we can close next week, like what are you wanting to get out of this thing?
Okay.
Like you obviously know I have to make money. So you obviously know you have to leave something on the table for me. You know that I have to pay commissions, closing costs, holding costs, and raise a bunch of money for this. And so like, what's the best you can do?
Okay.
And just see what he says. And if he's like, hey, Josh, like, tell me what you can do. And it's like, I'm not trying to pinhole you here, man. I'm just trying to see, like, if I can get you the money in a week, like, what do you need? And like, what can you leave on the bone for me? Because I'm not going to buy this thing just to hope to make 10 grand off of it. So like, what can you help me out with? And I think if you say all of that, I think it's just like, if he has 180 in his mind or 200, it's just beating it down by you saying all that. Like he's like, well, you don't want to make 10, so 180. Well, shoot, still need some repairs, 170. Okay, well,
I know he can't think it's a gold mine here in Odin either.
yeah, and you could share with him like, hey, we ran some comps on it. It looks like the average 3.2 is, around 185,000 or 100 whatever it came out to. Don't say 200, go the actual one for it and just see what you can get done with him, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's it, dude. I would say just know in your mind, like you're pretty comfortable between 155 and 160. And so if you do land there or less, be like, okay, man. All right. So if I can buy the home for 155,000, you'll sell it to me today.
Okay.
And he'll say, yes.
I guess my next thing is so he comes back and says, yeah, I'll take 150. Is it the best thing to flip this home?
Probably. Probably. I don't know where you guys are. So the flipping or holding, guys, it always comes back to a conversation of how are you guys doing financially? Are you cash heavy? Like, do you have a really nice nest egg and you're like, no, I want to get another rental property. Or would you just prefer to make the 20 to 50,000 flipping it and go to the next deal? So it really depends where you all are at, right? And so I don't think you're going to go wrong either way if you get it for 155. I think you can hold it, refinance it, probably pull everything out and either owner finance it or rent it. You'd owner finance the crap out of it. You could probably owner finance it for 250, 260. You probably get 20, 30K down and have just this huge equity spread. You could flip it and, make a nice couple months salary for it or hold it as a rental property. That's what's nice about buying a home, right, guys? You can do anything with it. Anything. As long as you buy it right.
My other rental is 7 houses down from it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, I've seen the home and it's just sat and sat and sat. That's why I went ahead and just called on it. So
good job, dude. How'd you get the number?
A lot of research. A lot because he's got a different LLC that actually owns it. And then I actually called his construction number to get a hold of the guy.
Good job, man. Yep. If you guys can't tell, this is like, so, and the time is coming for a lot of you, right? And it's the holiday season, but like, if you guys can't tell, like, the sheer effort typically, like just a buddy just sent me a poster and it's from his company and it says like, I'm not lucky. I just outwork you. And I thought that was like a pretty good poster. And so it's just kind of a cool thing to get to see. All right, dude, do you feel okay enough to have to know what to do next?
Yes. I mean, I have everything pre-filled out for the sale agreement too. I don't know how, the only thing I can do, I don't know how to do the DocuSign stuff.
Do PandaDoc. It's free. The first 25 of them are free. For a month. I don't remember how they do it, like 2 months or something. Something's free.
Because if we do come to an agreement over the phone, I don't want to have him I don't want him to have time to even rethink it. If it's in like the buy box, I want to meet with him immediately and I want to have that paper ready to go. So I have that ready. Tried to pre-fill it out as best I can.
Great,
without
dude.
numbers. So
So just so you know, so another teaching moment, guys, like how Josh just instinctively, like he's just thinking through the like, well, what if this, he's just thinking through it. So you guys know, like my acquisition guys have to have their purchase and sale agreements filled out before they do the perfect presentation. It's a requirement, like every time. And like our calls are recorded, and if I hear them and they're not ready for the deal, uh, it's a big issue for us. And so great job having it filled out. Go ahead and figure out PandaDoc. It won't take you 20 minutes to figure out PandaDoc. Very simple. And guys, if you do like remember, so PandaDoc is free for however long or however many uses. And then the reason why I switched from DocuSign to PandaDoc is PandaDoc is only $19 a month. My DocuSign was $200 a month for us. And so, and if you guys need to team up in here, if that expense hits you too hard. But just don't use the free trial till you need it. That way you can at least have it for free for however long they do it. I bet they got a holiday promo code going too. Okay. Cool, man. Yes. And so if he says yes, be like, all right, great. If I'll buy it for 155,000, you'll sell me the house today. Yes, I said I would, Josh. Okay, great. Ready for some paperwork? And then you send it on the phone. Like you send it. But great, man. All right, you're going to receive an email from a company called PandaDoc. Go ahead and click that open. I'm going to walk you through the purchase and sale agreement. We'll get this signed and then autographed, and I will get it to the title company, and I will try to close on this thing next week or as fast as humanly possible.
awesome.
And then you'll have yourself some time. Like, I don't care if you tell him you're going to close on him next week. We can, and it's Christmas. We can shoot for that. But like in reality, the holidays title takes so long to clear as well. And so you'll have plenty of time.
Okay.
Wonderful, dude. Okay. Guys, any questions for Josh, or I'm going to back up and I'm going to make him explain a little something else too. Cool. All right. All right, man. Hey, can you back us up real quick and tell me what you did? How did you tell me you're driving for dollars? Tell me how you thought about it. A lot of people in here are going to be driving for dollars. And guys, remember that's my first 18 months we're driving for dollars. So tell me what you thought about it, like how long you did it, like did you have a system around it? What'd you do?
So I mean, I just drove around basically kind of neighborhood areas, right? Because it's easier to find comparables. I got a lot of rural area out by me, so finding some homes that have some sort of comparables. But I have a flyer that I'm just sticking in mailboxes. Haven't got anything on that, but I have been cold calling some of the addresses that I've kind of want to reach out to. Some of them don't answer. This one, he answered pretty quickly because I called his actual construction number. And so that's how I got a hold of him pretty quickly. So
Cool, dude. Yep. Not rocket science, is it? Getting
No.
cars, drive around, look for some dilapidated houses. Alan, that's how I bought my first one in O'Fallon.
Or like taking the long way around somewhere where I'm headed. Like if I'm headed somewhere, but I got some time, I'll just take the long way around, make some wrong turns just to make it a little, little more distant with a stack of flyers. So I don't know.
Deal, man. Can we see the flyer? Would you mind dropping a picture or holding it up?
Yeah, let's see here. I have some out in that card.
It's okay if you don't have it, dude.
I don't have it readily available right now.
Hey, just drop us a picture in the Facebook group so in case somebody else is like, I don't know what flyer to use, they can just steal yours and use it.
Okay.
So,
All right. That'll work.
cool, dude. All right, man. You feel good?
I do.
Think you got what you need? All right. Wonderful. Okay, guys, let's open this back up. Does anybody else have another deal, issue, something that we could dive into? So I want to kind of stay on the deal train. But if you guys have like a seller, a problem, marketing question, let's kind of go through it. But I want to keep showing you guys some deals. So
I guess I got a quick one.
Please.
I was in the platinum group, I believe, last week, and we talked about that house that's got like a 300 ARV,
Yes.
and I've got a seller that's currently living in it as a tenant of the guy that passed away. I'm working on the owner finance numbers with him. I found the perfect numbers that work for me. But of course, he's trying to get his entry price as low as possible. During the meeting, you said it's okay to go a little negative in equity. How much would you say is a little?
Let's just go through it so you don't have to wonder. All right.
Exactly. Let me see if I get my numbers pulled up real quick.
Yep. Saying going negative on equity is about like me saying, um, go buy a home at 80%. So
Yeah, it's not a three to
real,
four.
real careful. There you go, Mike. There's my homework. Still ain't done it yet. About like school for me, actually. So, oh, all right. Let me ask you some questions, Marvin, and then hit me with a purchase price.
For me, 173.
Okay, and is that a cash buy?
It'll be with Kiavi, yeah.
Kiavi, okay. Good job, dude. Okay, repair number?
We don't really know 100%, but I'm guessing 50 to 60. It's got foundation issues. So I don't know how to give that a number.
Okay. And this guy was wanting to stay in the property, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And ARV,
300.
300. All right. How bad are those foundation issues?
I mean, I posted pictures in the group.
I saw them.
Yeah, that's the only ones he sent me. He hasn't let me walk the house or see anything in it, but he claims it's terrible.
Okay. Like the foundation or the house?
The foundation. He says it's falling apart. He says it looks really bad on the inside, but the only pictures I got are the ones that I posted. And I don't
So
think that's
what's he
terrible.
want to stay in it? Like he just wants you to fix it and stay in it?
No, so the plan is I'm gonna owner finance it to him, and he's
Yeah.
gonna stay in it for 4 or 5 years while his kids are in college, and then he's gonna resell it later on down the line.
Okay. So here's one
But he
thing
can't.
oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
He says he can't get an FHA on it because of the foundation issues.
Right. Okay, cool. Don't answer this yet.
Okay.
I'm going to try to really emphasize this for everybody here. Like whenever we talk about a deal, I'm going to have you guys really explain like how you found it. So we can kind of always come back to that. All right, Marvin. All right. Sale price. What are you going to sell it to him for?
I want to sell it for 200. He wants to buy it for 150. Of course, I told him the 150 wouldn't work. He's
Wait,
open to negotiate.
hold on, dude. You're buying it for 173?
Yeah, that's
How do you sell it to him at 100 less than you bought it for?
exactly, yeah. So that wouldn't work. So I'm trying to come up with another number. 200 was the number I came up with, just because I want the 60K down payment he's got. But he's trying to stay as far from 200 as possible, and I'm like, well, there's not much wiggle room between 173 and 200. And with an ARV of 300, I mean,
So the
there's a lot.
guy, hey, everybody pay attention for a minute and tell me, like, give me your guys' input. Here. I'm missing something. He's gonna buy it at 170. Marvin's gonna buy it at 173 from the seller. What in the world? And then you're gonna buy it, then you are gonna sell it back to him for 150. Okay, well
So
that doesn't make sense, right? Everybody?
yeah.
Okay, I've never heard that. Okay, so
No, let me
okay.
let me clear it up a little bit. So
Okay.
the way I found this property is with the wholesaling company that I work for. The owner has passed away. The guy that I'm trying to sell it to is the current tenant living in the property.
Oh, he's a tenant?
Yeah, he's a tenant.
Okay, much more helpful. Okay, so the guy you bought it from for 173,000 needs 60 in repairs. He died. So you're
Yeah.
gonna pay their estate 173 grand.
Yep, that's all included.
Got
The
it.
walkway money and
All
everything.
right.
Yeah.
So, dude, so I sell all of my houses at ARV. So, guys, owner financing homes. This is what we sell them at. ARV times 1 point, let's go oh 05 minus 50% repairs. If you guys watch a lot of my training videos, it's 1.1, but let's stick with 1.05 since it's got a foundation issue. Marvin, can you run this math for me, please? So your ARV is 300 times 1.05 minus 30,000.
Yeah, I'm at 285.
Yep. Good job. Okay. So the guy obviously can't purchase it for 150,000.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of people with down payments, so I wouldn't worry too much about this guy. And so
This is the one that was wanting to put 60 down, isn't it?
and the guy wanted to put 60.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Is that
gonna
what I
use that
remember?
for
Yeah.
marketing and stuff.
Okay. Golly, you got to figure out how to make this work with this guy. It's huge, man. It's tremendous. You just can't sell to him at 150. Did he say why? Like, hey, man, so the house needs 60. I'm paying did you tell him, like, how does this conversation go? So the home's worth 300. I want to pay you 150. Well, I bet you do, but you ain't. So, like, how does this conversation go with him?
So I guess this is a great time to kind of reiterate the importance of, your class and stuff like that, because I kind of jumped into this one to get my feet wet and we just kind of started talking numbers. But basically he's worried that if he pays too much for it, that he'll be upside down in a few years because of the foundation issues and because San Antonio's in a buyer's market right now. So he's offering 150. I didn't entertain it at all, but he's thinking 150 will put him in a position to where he can sell it later and not be upside down with the repairs that are needed. At this point, I'm almost tempted to get like an appraisal just to kind of show him, hey man, this is what it's worth at this current stage, and this is what I can sell it to you for, because Kiavi's asking me for an appraisal anyway. So I don't know. It's a ponderer.
Yeah, I mean, Kiavi's going to have an appraisal, so why don't we start there, okay? And just show him the appraisal number, because I'm going to guess your ARV is pretty close because you looked at it, your company looked at it, right? So like the ARV is probably solid. So okay, so Kiavi's going to come up with the same thing then. So they're very good at it. Typically, they're high. Like it's kind of wild. Like usually you would think banks are low and Kiavi would be low. Typically, they're like extremely accurate or just a little higher. And so, okay. So I think that will be your first leverage point. Okay. So let's start there. All right. So you can go back to him. Like I would stay really close with this guy. And what's his name? Steven. So obviously he's not going anywhere because he's the tenant. I forgot about that. So I'd probably call him tomorrow and be like, hey, Steven, we're working on purchasing the home. We got to run an appraisal. And so I know you're wanting to buy it for 150, man. Like I'm totally cool selling it at like somewhere around the appraisal price. And so if it's 150, great. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be a lot more for it. But we'll just address that at that time, okay? Because I'm buying this to make money, right? And you're wanting to stay in it. So sound fair? Leave it at that, right? Because then when that piece of paper shows up and it says a dollar amount, what is he gonna do? Like he can't really argue with you. Like, hey, dude, it's worth 300 grand. I'm obviously not selling it to you at 150. And so can we kind of get past this number and talk about like what's realistic? And so I think you'll bust that myth right there. And then we move into his fear, right? You know how to buy houses, right? Like these people have fears, right? Of like, I don't know, Marvin's going to close. Like, what if you can't wholesale it? Like, so his fear is that he is upside down on a home. What if we just figured out a way to make sure that he never went upside down? What if we could do that? So you still sell it to him at the premium, right? The 285. He gives you the 60,000 down. And then whenever he goes to, I'm saying this out loud. I don't really love this, but I can tweak this and I can play with this if this works for him. To where, hey man, whenever you go to sell it in 5 years, if for some reason you are upside down, then I will sacrifice my equity so that you can break even on it. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I would do it, but I can definitely say those words.
Yeah. Well, here's how you would do it. You sell it at 285. All right. You get the 60,000 down. So he owes you 220. All right. He can't sell the home. Let me draw it. Let me draw it. Everybody, check this out because I've never done it like this, and I think this isn't half bad. All right. So the dude is so worried about being upside down. Okay. Right. So we keep this top of mind, and here's your whole selling point for this thing. And so you go sell it to him at 285. Don't fail me now, Penn. He gives you 60 grand, right? As Andy said, like, obviously Andy heard that number loud and clear. And so you now owe 200 and he owes you 225,000. Your mortgage is what? 178, I think, through Kiavi or something like that.
It'd actually be like, if I put 20 grand down, it'd be like 967.
What do you mean?
For my mortgage?
What's your mortgage? Yeah.
Yeah, if I get to 173 at 6.5% with 20 grand down, I got it at 967 a month.
Okay. So you'd put 20 grand down on the 173. So your mortgage is 153, right? Right? Is that right?
I'm not following. Oh. Right.
Your mortgage is 153. So check this out. And I'm making this up, okay? So just everybody hang tight. So he's worried about being upside down. So all right, dude, you're upside down. Got it. So you go to sell this home in 5 years and you can only sell it for 200 grand. So you're upside down 25 grand. Okay. I'll just give you my equity. I'll just reduce my equity in it, and then I'll eat your 25 grand. And in reality, Marvin, if you can't notice now, he sells it for only 200. It doesn't matter. That's a made up number to you. You still only owe 153 for it. You still pocket $47,000. You would have just pocketed 25,000 more if it had sold at 225. You would have pocketed 67,000.
I like that.
So you completely took away his only thing. Now, I think I can explain this a lot better, and I bet some people got this. Some people are like, you're an idiot. I don't follow it. But this would work. This would work for sure.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Any more questions on that?
Not yet. After I call this guy, probably though.
Okay. Any questions from anybody on that one for me?
Hey, I got a quick one.
Please.
Marvin, are you gonna repair the house and do any of that, or is this just ignoring the need for repairs?
The plan is to ignore the need for repairs, just get it right over to him.
Okay. Is that a common way you might do it, Travis, occasionally if you have a situation like this, or do you usually try to do the repairs? I'm pretty new at this, so I haven't watched every video.
Yeah, that's a good point, man, because I didn't factor in the repair piece on it. So he might, depending on how bad the repairs are, like Kiavi might require some of the repairs to be done. So, but we'll see on it. Yeah, they might. I mean, if it's like freaking wrecked, and the house is like lopsided, they might not even fund it, But I probably would do them, and I would get a foundation guy out there because he'll give you a free bid on the house, so it won't cost you anything. That was my last thing for you, Marvin, was to go get a foundation bid because it's free.
Yeah, and if it was as bad as he's saying it is, I don't think he would be putting 60K in it. He may just be using that as leverage to beat you down.
That's what I think as well. That's why he won't let me walk the house.
I saw the one loan crack in the pictures that you showed, and that just like an expansion joint to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is this the
Nope.
same guy that wouldn't let you walk the house before, or is this a new one?
Same guy.
Okay. I mean, he's gotta let you walk it though. Like, huh.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm thinking if all else fails, I can just acquire the property and sell it to somebody else, right? I mean, that's still an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you find this deal?
It was through my wholesaling company. We are tracking down this guy, Robert. We found out he passed away. He's got two daughters that live in Washington and an ex-wife. It's actually becoming kind of a problem lately. We got the two daughters to sign. Now we're working on the ex-wife. But she's being a pain. So it's still not even fully contracted yet, but I'm trying to think one step ahead so that once we do get it contracted, I can just, move this property and get some more money for marketing and get my own stuff going too. So
What state are you guys operating in, or states?
Texas, San Antonio, Texas.
Guys, if anybody wants to be on their buyers list, I bet Marvin would be happy to add you to it. Meaning, like, that whenever they get a deal under contract, they send it out to a specific number of people. You guys could be on that list if you choose. So you could just reach out to Marvin and he'll connect you with his dispo. You're not on the dispo side, right?
Not officially, but I help out, so I can put anybody on there if you want.
Okay. Dispo just means sales team, guys. So like Marvin buys, acquisition buys, disposition sells. So acquire homes, dispose of homes. Good job, guys. This is clean. I really like how you're looking at these, Marvin. Like you're looking at them like how I drill it down, right? Like my 8 steps to your first deal. Like I don't love that training because it's uberly basic. And unless you have all of the back training, you don't get it. But this is the 8 steps to your first deal is you buy a home at a decent discount. You go get a 30-year fixed through Kiavi and you lease option it out. Like this is exactly it. So great job. Guys, any more questions on that? Andy, any additional input or thoughts? Forget
That's all I have.
Okay. Forget we got architects and engineers that know way more than me on here. Cool. Okay. Does anybody have anything else they would like to discuss? Or I want to show you guys another deal. And I'm going to go back on a deal train for a little bit for a few weeks with you guys. Does anybody else have anything we could address for them?
Travis, my questions are about funding. Even related to that last one, he mentioned if he uses Kiavi, he still has to put 20,000 down. I don't know if he has to, but how do you move into a space with no money down? And I'm also exploring something called credit stacking, and you can tell me if that's something to avoid or consider.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go through both. So he's looking at it from a DSCR loan out of the gate. And so he's probably going to use that guy's 60 grand and put 20 of it down to get the DSCR loan. So
Okay.
meaning he's going to get the 30-year fixed out of the gate, right?
Mhm.
Whereas we buy everything on the bridge loan. Okay, so they have two programs, DSCR bridge. They have more, but like DSCR and bridge. So the bridge is the 12 to 18 month, like 10%, 12% interest loan, and it's either no money down or it's 10% down for you.
Gotcha.
That's how they do that one. Okay.
Okay.
What was your next question?
Credit stacking as another form of funding. Have you heard of this? Yeah.
Like buying with credit cards?
Yeah, ultimately with business credit cards, and you kind of there's a company that I can work with, but they charge $1,000 to work with them, and then they charge 10% of whatever you get funded for.
Yeah, absolutely not for
Okay.
them.
Yeah,
So
it didn't feel like the right move, but I just wanted to check.
yeah, no, it's a great question, man. So let me show all of you guys something. Does anybody have their equity buyers training pulled up on their computer? Could I get a
Yeah.
screen share from you, please? My Go High Level is glitching on me.
Uh, I have it on my computer and I'm using Zoom on my other iPad.
All
Sorry.
good, dude. It's all good. Mike's got it. All right, brother. Go back, Mike, to categories. Or yeah, you're fine here. All right, scroll down. Find tools I use. Okay. Go down 0% credit cards, 12 to 18 month. Have you seen this yet, Michael?
Nope, not yet.
What? There's nothing in here. Well, no wonder you haven't seen anything. There's
It might
nothing
be
in
hard
there.
to see that anyways.
Hold on. I have, thank you. Thanks, Mike. All right.
Yeah, you want me to stop sharing?
Yep, I'll take it back.
Okay.
Just so you know, Travis, there's a couple in there like that.
Okay. Thank you. I'll check it out, man. We had one thing that got like completely removed the other day from it. So that was super fun rebuilding that. Check this out, Mike. Okay. I do this every year, guys. Every year. I use Fund and Grow. Okay. You have a promo code right here that will give you $500 off through Equity Wires. This is supposed to be in the training. Okay. So it's either, I don't know, this is either the 500 off or they give you an additional 500 off. You can do this one too. What this does, and we do this every single year, is it will go get you business credit cards. You pay 3,000 or two, whatever it is, $2,000, and they will give you 0% interest credit cards for 12 to 18 months. 0%, meaning you make no payments on it for 12 to 18 months. Okay. Credit cards sound bad, okay, to a lot of us. Just let it sound bad to you, but just watch how this plays out. And this is what Michael is asking about. So we do this. Why don't I say it? Why don't I say it again? We do this every single year. I've said that 4 times. We use these to rehab our homes over and over and over again. And so they will get you around 150,000 in credit cards, and it's 0% interest. So every time I pay that $3,000, and they'll get me 150 to 200 grand a year. And I take that 150 or 200 grand in a credit card balance and I just max it out. And it does not affect my credit negatively. And what I do with that is I just completely load it up with rehabbing of homes. And so we'll stick it right on our Lowe's account, and my guys are just there spending money like hotcakes. And they will max it, at 100 or 150 grand, wherever that credit card will go. Okay. And then when we finish the flip and we sell it, we simply will pay off that rehab number. And then we do it for the next one. And so I'm able to borrow 150 to 200 grand every single year for 3% interest. Okay. I want that to sink in. I'm doing that for a dramatic pause for a second. Because you guys know that money typically costs a lot more than that. But it only cost me $3,000 to get that. Okay. And usually we get at least 50% of the membership cost back in points every year because you still get the normal credit card points from it. Michael, is this what you're asking?
Yeah, that's pretty much the
Okay.
the right or the avenue that they're talking about.
Yes, but you do
They're
not
more
do
of a
that one. 10%?
yeah.
No
I know.
freaking
When
way, man.
they said
You're gonna
10%, I was like, I could just do Kiavi, like that's 12%. What they're advertising, and I'll tell you guys, I think it's called Zero Interest Mastery, in case you guys have seen it or talked to anybody. They're advertising that they do it all for you, and you can just go to them every 3 to 5 months to see when you need that, to stack the credits based on, they'll send like Equifax, or what's it called, Experian to one bank, TransUnion to another bank, and you kind of hack the system in a way, but not in an immoral way. You're just kind of using the loopholes or whatever. But they'll do all that for you, but you pay for it. And when they said 10%, I was like, well, that's kind of ridiculous. That's not much different than hard money, and hard money is a little more straightforward, a lot more straightforward.
What they're probably doing too, did they tell you they would just put the 10% on the credit card too? So you didn't have to pay for it?
Maybe, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
That's
Yeah,
kind of like that. Like okay, that's kind of helpful, but
And then they mentioned the bone, like you get 2% back, or you get when you open a checking account, you get some money, and they try to help max all that stuff out. So it's like little
yeah,
moves. Yeah,
it's real, man.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, we get back $500 from every Bank of America credit card we get
Hmm.
every. So imagine like the day that I pay this, the next month we get a $500 check from Bank of America. And then usually Chase has a $300
Hmm.
cash back, and they do this in the form of checks, right? So that's 800 back that we get out of the gate, and then we do for us we turn through credit cards
Hmm.
like crazy, and so we usually get a minimum of 50%, probably up to 75% of our money back just by using it. But again, the whole key principle in it is you bought a home and you were able to borrow 150, 200 grand at 3% interest.
Hmm.
That's the whole key here. Let me add
Yeah.
you one further thing, Michael.
Hmm. And do you do that with your LLC or your personal? I mean, at this point, I know it's all over the place for you, but
That's not.
um,
Um,
that's one of the things that they were recommending is that you try to start building a business credit cards with your LLC and get credit
yeah.
going for that.
Yep, it's really helpful, man. Can somebody spell plastique for me? Does he mind
QUE.
PLASTIQE? Anybody heard of this?
No.
Here you go. This will concern or excite some of you yet. And so if you use debt to make money like I do, this excites me. Sometimes credit card debt scares others, but watch this. Plastic is a credit card company that will allow you. So, Michael, I could use my credit card. Say I wanted to sign up for your coaching program and it was 50 grand. Okay, like I don't have 50 grand laying around. But I have these 0% credit cards that I can load it up. And so I can physically wire you 50 grand from the credit card by running it through plastic. And they charge 2.5% interest to do that. So you can physically wire money to buy a house to an attorney on a credit card.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So there you go, dude. Got you a different company you can use, or
Yeah.
at least talk to.
Do you recommend that to people that you're selling to, that you're trying to help them find the funds to get that down payment, or do you just not even mess with that? You just say, you know, go with what they say they can give you.
Yeah, I don't, dude.
Yeah.
I have people bring up all the time that they're going to use their 401ks, and I like
Mhm.
discourage them from doing it. I'm like, hey, like, if you're having to leverage yourself to buy this house, I don't recommend it. Two
Mhm.
reasons. One, I don't want to see them overextending themselves
Yep.
for
Yep.
it. The second piece is you don't want to tee somebody up for a bad note, right? Sure, they got 100 grand in their 401k and they're going to pull out 50 of it, but they don't make 2 grand a month because they
Mhm.
won't work. And so you don't want to get stuck on something that way.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. I dropped that in there for you guys. So that's our equity buyers pro, or I guess it's Tabby's, whatever. It's our promo code. So they're supposed to give you like 500 off. Okay. So make sure whatever you sign up for, make sure that comes up because they're supposed to give you a big discount for it. I'm glad you brought that up, dude. That's a
Yeah.
really good
Appreciate
point.
it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
man. My pleasure, man. That's a good question. Okay, guys, let's open it back up here. So we're at an hour, and so I'll say let's go a little bit longer, but I'll try to let's keep it not a 2 hour night like I've done some of you guys before. Okay. Any additional questions from anyone or anything we could cover? Jay, anything on your mind, man? Or Alan, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, you posted that thing about the that cash flow or the AI tool today on your Facebook or um, linked it to all of us. Am
Yep.
I supposed to find that somewhere, or is that something like a link
Oh
you can
yeah,
send
I'll
us,
send
or
it.
just
I'll send
okay?
it to you, man.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'll send you how to sign up for it. Glad you asked about that. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm ready to play around with that for sure.
Yeah, most people like it. Um, cool. Any other questions, guys? Or I want to cover one last thing before we go, but okay, cool. All right. Let's cover one more thing here. I want to show you guys deals. So you guys know I try to do like little blocks of things with you guys. The first 4 weeks were, strictly just questions and trying to get you mind wrapped around it. We did marketing for 2 weeks. I want to get, you guys are getting deals. And so I'm going to pause on the marketing and we went to the deals. And I'm going to keep you there probably through the new year. And then we're going to shift back to making sure everybody has their marketing plan that they're comfortable with and what they're planning to do to make money. So, okay. I want to show you guys one last thing before we go. And this is a deal that we got yesterday. Okay, yep, yesterday, and bought it from a wholesaler. So this is one that I've been buying from since 2020. And I want to keep encouraging like the wholesaling piece for a lot of you because it's a free way to buy houses. And so we bought this house for, well, that's a lot of nines. 900, what, 99,990. That's just silly. So we bought it for 100 grand, and here is the address for it. So I pulled it up on Zillow, and I ran some of the comps while I was sitting here looking at you guys. So I think I think this is my house right here. And it looks like it's anywhere from 175 to about 200 grand. Probably more up in the 190s to 200. But I want to show you guys what this will look like for us. And so we walked it today. And so it's actually over here in our acquisitions somewhere. It's okay. And I want to show you what this looks like. Because I ran some math on this right before our call. So remember, I didn't do any marketing. This was the wholesaler sending it to us. This is like Marvin's company sending you the deal. You evaluate it, you negotiate it, you like it, you buy it. You can do this lease option formula. And so we are purchase pricing it for 100 grand. Teresa came back today and said the repairs were like 32,400. She's so exact with her stuff. I think that's why Ashley, you'll really enjoy like her videos, is because she's so exact with her rehab numbers.
I
So
like it.
we'll just say 35 grand. And the ARV, I'm going a little bit conservative, is 185,000. Okay. So I bought it for 100 from that wholesaler, that Ben guy. We're going to put 35 grand into it, and it's worth 185. So that's 72% ARV. So that's good. We bought a product, like I bought something that is discounted 28%. So that's good. So it's like buying an Apple stock at 28% off of whatever is for sale today. So this is good. I'm going to refinance it afterwards, but let's just go ahead. Let's just say we sold it, owner financing. So let's sell it. I'll sell this at least 200 grand with owner financing. Down payment, I'm going to guess we'll get at least 20. It's going to leave me a mortgage of 180,000. My interest rate, I'll just go what we've been getting, 8.5. I think that's pretty conservative. That leaves me a payment of 134,800. Nope. I think I'm running out of brain power. $1,384. Does that make sense to everybody so far? Any questions about this? So I bought it over here for 100, and then I just sold it right here. I had to put 35 into it though, but I sold it for 200 with owner financing.
How are you calculating the monthly payment on the mortgage? Can you walk me through that?
Heck yes, I would love to. Okay, Ashley. So this is a mortgage calculator. Okay. So what you do, so we sold it for 220K down, leaves us a balance of 180. So we do 180,000. That is your present value. And then you type in the interest rate, 8.5. You type in 360. That's 30 years, right? 360 months. That is in. And then you simply click payment.
Okay, cool. I guess I'll have to figure out how I can download one of those things.
A little bit better. Yeah, there's a ton of calculators, guys, like a ton of these. This is
Yeah,
to
I've
take
tried a
me.
couple websites, but they all come up with different answers. So I'm like,
What?
yes, it doesn't matter
Okay,
what.
that shouldn't
Oh,
happen.
right. So I'm
Okay.
like, okay, either that or they're making you put in like all this information, like your phone number and email, and I'm like, I don't want to do all that.
Yeah, this thing's $6 or $7. So I bought it on my cell phone and on my laptop. You guys can use web-based though for free. Don't use Ashley's though.
Agreed.
Um,
Don't do that.
yeah. Okay, so let's do the next piece, and then I'll show you the calculator. So, like Marvin is saying, he's going to then you're going to refinance it with Kiavi, right? And so Kiavi will give me, so they're going to appraise it. They're probably going to appraise it at 200, but let's just say they only appraise it at 185,000. Kiavi will loan me 75% of that. Okay? And they will loan all of you a 75% of that. Okay? They're comfortable at a 25% LTV, loan to value, meaning if you default on the home, they still have 25% equity in it. They can recapture all their payments. That will leave me, they're going to give me a mortgage of 138,750. Okay? Just this week, we got 6.75% interest. And that makes me a monthly payment, $899. Ashley, let's see how this works. What'd I say? 138,750 is your present value. 6.75 is the interest. 360 is the number of months. Solve for payment. Aha. Same number twice. Okay. Any questions on that part, guys?
I have one question on that part. It's not necessarily on this one, but it seems like when we run a lot of the other examples on purchasing sub 2, we typically put in 360 for that term, but really, if we're evaluating, we want to know what they have left on that mortgage to get accurate numbers. Is that right?
Yeah, like up here, you mean? Like if I went
Yes.
here? Yeah, because you might only have
Yeah.
200, you might have 240 months.
Yes. So that would pump out a different number then. Yeah.
Well, it'll still pump out the same number, right? Like the mortgage payment doesn't change over the 360 months. The amount of principal being applied to the amortization schedule changes.
Okay.
So payment stays the same, but what you're saying though is that
What's
for
left on?
120 months, this doesn't exist, right? It's free and clear. And so you collect this for 120 months on the back end of that. So it's a really good call out.
Okay.
Yeah. See, you guys, whenever you buy homes sub 2, the unseen benefit that you probably won't factor in, and you might not even ask, how old their mortgage is. And that's okay. You don't need to know, truthfully. It's just all bonus for you. Because that if you guys will buy a 15-year-old mortgage, an 18-year-old mortgage, and it's going to be gone in 12 years. And then your buyer over here has 30 years to pay you. This is why when you guys do these deals, like there is so much wealth in a deal here. It's incredible. You good on that, Jeff, or any
Yeah.
additional comments?
No, that's super helpful. I appreciate you walking through that. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, for sure. So guys, okay. And the reason I'm just going to keep drumming this in because at this point, this is probably starting to make a little bit more sense than it did on the front end, right? I showed you guys this like your first week here, and I showed you that on purpose because you were probably like, I'm never gonna know how to do like what am I doing here? I never should have joined, blah blah blah, whatever type of stuff. And now you're seeing it, and I bet you it makes a little bit more sense to you. And it's probably just a little bit more believable that you can do it. And so that's why I'm going to never stop showing you how I do these, is because remember, it's an apprenticeship. Like I want you guys to do the same thing I'm doing. And so off of this deal that I did nothing on, this guy brought it to me, right? Just like one of Marvin's guys brought it to him, and we will profit. So we get paid off a down payment. We get paid off note equity. right? That's our 401k bump, right? For those of you that have a job. And how do we do from a cash flow perspective? Okay. And this is the last thing I'm teaching on in case anybody's getting fatigued. So I have a mortgage with Kiavi for 138, sold it to this guy for 180. That is a $42,000 net worth bump the day that we sell it. My down payment is the difference. Everybody stick with me here. I'm 135 grand. See if this works. I put 135,000 in the house. Kiavi gave me 138. Okay, so I made a little bit. Okay, great. But then I went and got a $20,000 down payment. Okay, so we made money there. Let's just say made 15 grand after closing costs. And lastly, my personal favorite is the cash flow piece. I send this to the bank and collect this from my buyer. That's it. It's probably what a lot of you came here for too. So I want to keep kind of drumming this in over and over and over and over again. Because for those of you, a lot of you in here have rental properties. So like you understand exactly what we're doing here. There's just one more step and you're owner financing the home here. You fully get this piece, you fully get this piece. This is why you're here, so that you can get here. So cool. Okay, guys, any questions on this or anything I could explain in detail?
Travis, I got a question.
Please, James.
What do you do about the financing when you got bad credit and you don't qualify for Kiavi?
Well, Kiavi is a DSCR lender, and so I would check with them to see what they do require from credit. Typically, it's a 620, I think, credit score. So, and if you're below, and I would check with them too, James, make sure they do require, make sure they do require a 6 credit score. If they don't, I would get on Kadeem Credit Repair or Credit Karma. It should be $15 a month, and they can start instantly boosting that and getting it up for you. Third thing, if the credit is really bad, I'll show you this one next week. This is where you're going to just be buying homes sub 2, okay, where you don't have to use your own debt.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't, though, man, I would get on. Do you have a credit repair company rolling yet?
No, I've just been working on paying stuff off, but it's still on my credit report.
Okay. Yeah, it'll do that. You need to get the credit repair company or yourself. Have you disputed any of the stuff?
No.
Okay, definitely want to do that, brother. You can do it yourself manually. I bet you at the VA they have some guys that could help you too for free.
Okay.
Yeah, you could use your VA to help out with that.
All right.
Good
Well,
question,
thank you,
man.
Travis.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Cool, guys. 2 good deals tonight. So, Mike, I'll probably get you your stuff tomorrow on the prom note. And then if you and Ashley have any questions, just bring them to me. If it gets personal, one of you just reach out to me. You know, I know capital can sometimes get different. And so just feel free to reach out to me. Direct. So,
Thank you, Travis.
absolutely, guys. Cool. I love seeing you guys do deals together. It's the second time this week 2 of y'all in here have partnered up to do something. So that's freaking awesome, man. I love that. Okay, guys, I am done for the night. And so if you guys have additional questions, please don't hesitate. Reach out to me, you know, whenever. Hit me up in the Facebook group at any given time, guys, and I will get right back with you. So next week, we're going to be in Christmas. I don't know let me just look before you guys jump. Okay, never mind. It's Christmas Eve. No call next week, guys. But we won't, you know, I will get back with you guys and see when we want to do that because I'll still have something available for you guys next week. I'll either do it Monday or Tuesday for y'all, and I'll post it in the Facebook group on what I can pull off. So we've got some family coming in, but I'll be sure to let you guys know. But remember, don't hesitate. Ask the questions in the Facebook group. Get a bunch of replies to it, and then I will get back to you as well. So otherwise, congrats, guys. I know there's a lot of things happening with all of you. So well done. And then just let me know if you guys feel like you need more support, and I will get it to you. So wonderful. All right,
Thanks,
guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks,
it.
guys.
Thank you.
Travis.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you, Joe.
See you all.
Bye bye.
And